Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and I'm crazy about perfumes. In this video, I'm going to talk about my August perfume tray. August is the last winter month here in Brisbane, Australia, and disappointingly, winter has been a little on the warm side. We haven't really seen many days with maximum temperature under 20 degrees Celsius. So for me, that's been quite a warm winter, and this coming week we're actually expecting some days in the high 20 degrees. This means that I would have less days than I thought, less opportunity to wear the very heavy fragrances in my collection. Before I get started on the perfumes, I wanted to mention the nail polish I'm wearing today. It's Chanel's The Top Coat Shimmering. It was a Christmas limited edition last year, and I don't often wear nail polish. I find them a bit of a hassle to put on, make sure that it doesn't bubble, etc. And then as soon as they chip, I have to take them off. So I don't wear nail polish a lot, but all of a sudden today I was taken over by the feeling. So that's what it looks like, a little shimmery. It's pretty cute. When I first bought this, my nails were quite short, and I kind of think it is a little better. Nail polish on me does look a little better with short nails. I'm also recording this later in the day than I usually do, so the sun's just setting, and so I've got the light on above me, so you'll notice a little bit of different lighting today. The first perfume in my August perfume tray is Tresor by Lancôme. This bottle is the 30ml Eau de Parfum. Tresor is one of my nostalgia repurchases. I wore this for the first time, I'm guessing 20 years ago, and it's been a big time favorite. And all these years, I've never forgotten about it. Lancôme is a French beauty house. They produce makeup and fragrances. This one is a 1990 release. It's considered an amber floral. It has notes of peach, rose, and amber. My mother used to wear this, and I remember it left quite a strong trail whenever she was wearing it, and so to me this is one of the longer lasting fragrances in my collection. That's it with its cap off, and I think this one is kind of perfect for this weird winter we're having here in Brisbane, because it gives me the option of a warmer fragrance when we do have cooler, colder days. Let's give it a spray. Ooh. Oh my goodness, just incredible. Yeah, they've done a really good job with this fragrance. It is immediately recognizable. It smells the same as I remember it all those years ago. And the bottle is quite distinctive too. I've not seen this style of bottle used in any other fragrance, so that's quite unique. I purchased this one in store in Myer. For the warmer days I'm expecting in August, we have Jo Malone's Rose Blush. This was part of a trio of fragrances, rose fragrances, that Jo Malone had promoted during Valentine earlier this year. I really love this fragrance. I would describe it as a rose jam fragrance. Jo Malone is a British fragrance house, and they're known for their really beautiful scents. However, those scents don't last very long. A lot of them are in the cologne concentration. Something to be mindful of if you're considering a fragrance from this brand. Rose Blush is considered a floral fragrance. It has notes of basil, lychee, rose, and musk. So that's it with its top off. Let's give it a spray. Oh my goodness. This one makes me so happy. My gosh. Wow. It just really smells so good. Sweet rose. Jam rose. Yes, definitely. This is another one I purchased in store at Myer. And yeah, again, it doesn't last very long. Another one for the warmer weather is Pretty by Elizabeth Arden. This is another floral fragrance, and it's got quite a pretty bottle, I guess fittingly for the name. It's got that flower in its cap, so that's for me quite unique. This is the only fragrance that has anything really in its cap. I purchased this at Priceline Pharmacy, and it's a 100 ml eau de parfum, but for me it doesn't really last like an eau de parfum on my skin, so I think that's why it's out here as a warmer weather fragrance. That's it with its top off. Let's give it a spray. Oh, it's so lovely. My goodness. Wow. I can't believe I actually never knew about this fragrance. It was a bit of a lucky find. I was in Priceline Pharmacy one day seeking some advice, and I turned around and this was in the cabinet and it was under $50, and I was like, well, I think Elizabeth Arden is a good brand and I'm willing to risk a blind buy, and yeah, it was a really good decision. But this one, yes, it's really good. It has notes of orange blossom, peony, and jasmine. So for me, I actually find this one a little bit aquatic. Yeah, a bit of an aquatic floral, and it's really quite lovely. Yes, and one of those which would be safe for the office too. Yeah, really good. Really happy with this one. Next we have By Any Other Name by ALTAIA, a long time ago in Argentina. This is the newest addition to my collection. I purchased it in store in Mecca. I was attracted to the packaging because it has the ingredients on the back of the box, so that's pretty cool. And probably you can tell by the name that this is a rose fragrance. It has notes of lychee, rose, peony, osmanthus, so some of my favorite notes there. Really enjoy this one, and it's also the first time I've purchased any perfume from this brand. The cap is also really lovely and quite heavy too. So that is a bit unique in my collection. I don't have many fragrances that have quite a heavy cap. I find this bottle quite elegant as well, but unfortunately, despite it claiming to be an eau de parfum, it doesn't last long at all on my skin. I've gotten to about 10 sprays each time I wear this, and yeah, it just doesn't last long at all. After a while, after maybe an hour, if I'm lucky, I can't really smell it anymore. So for that reason, I can't really recommend it. It's really lovely, so it's a bit of a shame. And I was having a bit of a convo with another perfume lover in one of my Facebook groups, and she has another fragrance, I think the tuberose one by ALTAIA, and she had pretty much the same feedback. Beautiful fragrances, but they don't last long at all. And in this case, it hurts a bit more because this one was about $300 plus. So yeah, so let's give it a spray. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. Really love this one. But with a couple of sprays, I have to really put my nose against my skin. Yes. So I actually think this would be fine to wear in the summer because it really is quite light, quite effervescent and not at all offensive because it's not strong at all. I did ask one of the staff in the Mecca shop, because I went back to Mecca to purchase some moisturizer, and I happened to be there when their fragrance expert was in store, and he sort of explained it away by saying that the other ranges have very strong eau de parfum concentrations, and by default I think he was saying that this one was actually correct as an eau de parfum concentration, but it just doesn't meet my expectation of how long an eau de parfum should last. But again, definitely a beautiful fragrance in a beautiful bottle, and I'm definitely keen to try at least one more, their tea fragrance, which based on how light this one is will probably be also suited for the summer, but I'll definitely talk about that at the time that I try it. And last on my August perfume tray is Miracle by Lancôme. This is another nostalgia repurchase. I'm making sure this year to at least get 1 or 2 of my nostalgia repurchases because I fear that they're being discontinued, and I've noticed that in the case of Tresor by Lancôme, they had only the 30ml available, and I always feel like once they have limited sizes, it means that production is slowing down. This one is a 50ml eau de parfum, and I purchased it in store in Meyer. This was a 2000 release, and it's considered a floral fragrance, but for me it has a little bit of spice. It has notes of lychee, freesia, pepper, and jasmine. This one is another one which is for me really recognizable, and it smells exactly the same as I remember all those years ago. And I went through a time where I wanted every single Lancôme perfume I could get my hands on, and this was the last of that phase. The one after this, I think it's called La Vie. That one was the first of the Lancômes that I tried, which really didn't agree with me. So I stopped purchasing Lancôme perfumes for a very, very long time until this year with Lancôme's Idole Nectar. That's it with its top off, and this again is for me more suitable for the colder weather. It has that lovely warmth and freshness to it because of the pepper, I guess. Oh my gosh. So it's like immediately that zing. Oh wow. It actually has a hint of masculinity in it. So for me, wear whatever you like at whatever time you feel like wearing it. I'm less and less believing in that strict delineation between male and female in fragrances. So this one actually could be a little bit unisex. Yeah, stunning. I really, really love it. Kind of has a bit of a punch. Very, very happy that I've got my hands on this one again after all these years. This one too has quite long longevity. Very, on me, quite a long lasting fragrance. And here they are all together. It's actually quite a pink tray of predominantly pink colors on the bottles. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm a little bit disappointed in this year's Brisbane winter. We haven't got any of the chilly days that we sometimes have based on previous year's winters. How about you? What's it been like in your part of the world? Have you noticed any extreme changes in the weather and anything which has made you revisit your fragrance collection? If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to date. Really appreciate everyone joining us. And thank you for the comments. I read all the comments and really enjoy having that interaction with you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!